Hi, welcome back to Facebook Friends Meet. Today I have the pleasure of introducing you to my friend, comedian and actor Bill Michaels. Hello.
Hello, thanks for having me, Breindel.
You're welcome. It's so great to see you. It's been a few years.
Yes, it has been a few years.
Now, we've been Facebook friends since February of 2009. And I think we met in 2007.
The lovely Breindel decided to give a try of doing stand-up comedy. And I've been doing stand-up since the late 90s. And I was in the world-famous New York Comedy Club with my very talented friend, Mary Domino.
I'm still friends with Mary Domino too.
Who's been doing stand-up for over 20 years. Just did a phenomenal show on the Fringe Festival called Big Dummy.
Come on, help me do an appeal for Mary. Mary, come on my show.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Okay, you do it.
Try. Don't come. Mary, stay away. Because reverse psychology is what I'm trying.
Sorry, Mary, we're all booked.
Yeah, you think you're good enough for this? Breindel's it. Can you come? Yes. Do you have food? Because I haven't worked in a long time.
He did not ask me for food, but you're getting food.
Thank you.
We've got burritos in the oven. Okay.
I would see you at New York Comedy Club or some other places, and I think we went to some comedy club holiday parties, and then you asked me to do one of the most incredible webisodes you have never seen.
Yeah, Bill's referring to Celebrities. It's a web series that I created. I wrote and produced the first season of, and cast Bill in the show. We're still waiting. We've got some editing problems going on, but hopefully eventually we'll be able to show you something from that footage, because we had amazing actors. To do something on such a crazy low budget.
And none of those great actors were Mary Domino. But Mary was in that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, Bill, we both live in the Bronx.
By law, you have to have a cat in a bodega in New York. I used to live in the South Bronx. Not nice neighbors like Breindel here. I had 2 people get shot to death. I'm sorry. I'm assuming one definitely got shot. He got shot 6 times, so he's either dead or he's got a rap contract, and the other guy just got 1 shot. I actually feel very safe in the Bronx, very safe from terrorism, because I never think Al-Qaeda's ever had like a meeting where they're like, let's take out America's crack supply. I had surgery in 2010.
Okay.
And I've had some side effects from that. And part of that is that I'm dealing with severe depression and anxiety.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, yeah, but you live in a big Jewish neighborhood. I think, isn't that like standard practice for your neighbors? A comedian with depression and anxiety, that's just a stereotype, walking stereotype. I asked my doctor, what do you mean by the criteria for severe depression? She says, you're paranoid, you think people are out to get you, you're angry, you want to strike out at people, you think someone's watching you all the time. And I'm like, hold on a second. I've been living in New York for 15 years. That is everybody. Why don't you just put some Zoloft in the water supply? I'm doing a lot better now. My doctor this year told me that they have an anti-anxiety med, and I was happy that it worked, but I was also ticked off because I've been seeing this person for 3 years. 3 years to deal with anxiety, and she waits 3 years to tell me they have this magic anti-anxiety pill.
You mean it's not new?
No, it was out before.
Oh, so she was just trying to get you to deal with your feelings and not cover it up with
She wasted 3 years of my life that I could have been taking this medication. Let's just put it this way. I don't care what the problem is.
Yeah.
If there is any problem and there's a pill that says anti in the name of that problem, don't hold back on it. That's all I'm saying. If there is anti-flat tire pill, keep one in your car. And if you have a flat tire, you take the whatever it is. So to hold back on somebody that's got anxiety for 3 years and not give them this anti-anxiety
It's really dangerous. So
exactly. Not only is it dangerous, it's sadistic. The only thing worse than that is the ending of Wizard of Oz. All right?
Why?
Well, remember the ending of Wizard of Oz? Dorothy goes through 2 hours of this movie.
Yeah.
And at the very end, the good witch, by the way, most worst named character, the good witch. Here's how good she is. She waits till the end of the movie to tell Dorothy she had the way to go home through the whole movie. Just click your heels together and say, there's no place like home. By the way, home was Kansas during the Depression, all right? If that had been me, she wouldn't have even gotten through the whole speech. She was like, you have the way to go home all the time. I would have been like, hold on a second. I had this back when the singing midgets came out, and you didn't tell me? Do you know what I went through? Me and my friends were almost killed by the Wicked Witch. Hold on, Scarecrow, show your short arm. He got set on fire, alright? His arms are like this.
She was so passive aggressive to be like, oh, you had it all along.
Thank you. Passive aggressive. I am going to use that the next time I'm in session and just say, you are a passive aggressive therapist.
I think the worst part of Wizard of Oz was when Dorothy says, well, why didn't you tell me before? And the witch says, well, because you had to learn something. And then Judy Garland's like, oh, I had to learn that whenever I want to leave home again, I should just look in my own backyard because that's the best place. So what are they teaching people? Like, what's the moral?
Well, considering that her backyard had a pigsty, she fell in and was almost murdered by 500-pound pigs. So, it's...
It just doesn't make any sense.
But that's just one thing about American movies. You add happy music and little people, and you could sell anything.
Yes. And on that note, I would like to thank you so much. It was so great to see you again in person.
Yes.
I hope we do this again soon.
Okay.